Moshi, good morning! Finally! I got myself caught up on a couple of cutscenes. I actually have some type of idea of what's happening, which is, oh my god. I was expecting some type of weird cutscene just to be happening out of nowhere. But we're up to date, and we might actually accomplish finishing 2 quests today. I'll set the bar low, and then that way, you know, if you do that, you might surprise yourself every once in a while. But yeah, that's the point, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, load up with me here. There we go. Had a little bit of a brief moment thinking, maybe not. But we figured out about our friend Elidibus, the Ass Man. I think they prefer to be called Ashians. So that's an Ass Man if I've ever saw one in my life before. So and he's up to no good, but we just don't know what he's up to. That's no good. And luckily, hopefully, give or take a few moments, I will be joined by some friends. A slayer of wolves, and biscuits that are on fire at all times. But some might even describe them as fiery. I always wonder, for something like that, did 12 people just log out for me? I don't think I've ever seen a Lalafell get out of bed. And now that I see how they get out of bed, it's great. Friends, you say? Hi, Wolf Slayer. How are you? How's the weekend? Is this a little early for you? Surely it might be, you might even still be sleeping. You just don't know it yet, right? Now let's get that Reaper going so that we can accomplish things. And, the Deep Designs in Novrant. Get it started? In Slitherbow. Earlier than usual for a Sunday, but not by too much. Okay, fair enough. I mean, it all depends on what time you call it a night, right? That's how it works, I think. People can correct me. Baba Ganoush, lots of running around. Teleport, but don't use the Aetherite. The amount of money I'm making, folks, 1,000 gills got to be what the cutoff is. It's further than that. So I will stumble my way on over there on the Chocobo, the Chocobutts. And everybody learn on in. How's your weekend been so far, Wolf Slayer? Lots of running through the... What are we, on Mars? The Red Force of Hondor or something, right? I don't know. Can you imagine, like, you know, I think like back in the dinosaur ages, you know, beetles were probably realistically that size. Like, I'm literally lunch to these things, most likely. Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. She probably, I wonder, at some point, well, no, because if this expansion goes to level 80, so I was gonna say, like, I'm probably a little bit behind on whatever those class quests are, but there's no, like, it's not going over level 80 regardless until we go beyond the expansion, so it sort of is irrelevant. But whatever this is, pinched nerve or something, this could certainly go away. It does not like just like sit and vibe like that. Hello, people, indeed. There's the happy bunch. There is the happy bunch. Ooh, accessory offers. Alpha Note has the right of it. Let's pay a visit to the Ondo. And the Ondo, I believe, is that city we were in before with all those tall people that had like a big circle for a face, and they're like, "What are you doing here?" And I was like, "I'm just visiting. I'm looking for a bar." We should speak with Tolsh's Ath first. As chieftain, he is doubtless privy to a great many secrets. No, that's Amarat. Alright then. Already fucking it up. Par for the course, as we like to say here. Oh god, where is this taking us? Nowhere even where I've been? You want me to go all the way over here? Come on, no. Ondo is in the Tempest under the sea, under the sea. Down there it's wetter, down there it's better, under the sea. What's up for? Ah, okay then. Oh, this guy. Okay, these people, the snake people living under the sea. Okay. They've sent for no finless ones. Perhaps you instead come seeking something of us. I do. Are you woken up, biscuits? I know it's a little earlier than usual per your Sundays. Ruins which have your kind of yet to explore, I see. I know of such a place. Alas, under these circumstances, I am afraid we can spare none to guide you there. And what circumstances are these? Rather than hunt for their own meals, the Benthos have pillaged our stores of mineral liver. They must be replenished with haste. The Benthos, a particularly violent tribe of Ondo, if I recall. A band of bottom feeders. We've lost much in the flood, but while others work to rebuild, they resort to thievery and murder. Revenge, they call it. When they prey upon your kind, but do not be fooled. They care not whom they harm. There have been the warriors to challenge them. This is not the first time they've stolen from us, but there is no resource more precious than liver. All must dedicate themselves to the hunt. Unless, of course, we were to reclaim the livers for you. This is just another fetch quest of kill 12 squirrels, essentially, right? Moreover, one could argue by employing Bismarck to reach these depths, thereby diving back the waters, we are in part responsible for the deeds of these driven to desperate ends by the changing climes. You are now from that awful singing. Okay. Well, waking on up, right? Just like, the best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. These people should hire me. I'll work for pennies. Pennies just to get my name out there, right? And then eventually, when I've overtaken the world with my lovely, beautiful voice, I will voice everything and anything. I will be the voice guy. For everything. Like games, movie trailers. Well, we certainly can't leave them like this, right? Did you guys play Dixon Donuts yesterday? With friends? The lovable, beautiful game where you buy a case of donuts, everyone becomes erect, and you sort of play the ring toss game onto a penis, and... No, that got canceled last minute. Not enough penises. That happens. Happens. Well, they've taken the livers back to the Founder's floor. But be warned, no shortage of guards? Somebody. Somebody's down there not wanting that. Well, let's not draw any attention to this then. So I did watch the cutscenes. I'm up to date, as one would say. So I watched and paid attention without ranting to myself about politics or something. So there is Ardbert has come back in Pog form, but it's not really Ardbert. It's one of the Assmans, Elidibus. And so we had worked our way on through to the forest area to defeat a Sky Warden before he would get out there, because he's going out there to sort of gain the public trust by killing a Sky Warden so that they trust him. So we beat him to it, and then he sort of revealed himself. But we don't know his motive. And that's sort of, you know, the long and short of it, really, I would say, of where I did pay attention to, obviously, many other things, but that's the long and short of it as to what we're getting at. Like, what's the deal? What's going on here? Where are we going here? Oh, the unknown, apparently. That always sucks when something fun gets canceled. So what do we got planned for today? I know you mentioned the possibility of what, maybe two, a dungeon and a trial or something. Is that what sort of is on the cards? I'm trying to figure, like, are we underwater? Are we actually under the sea? Yeah, we still get to do our EX learning group last night, so that was cool. Do you guys ever actually accomplish anything with the learning group? Like, is, you know, just by a happy stance type of thing, or a happenstance, I think is the phrase? Or is it just, you know, like, get out there and you manage to clear it? That's good. That is good. Watch out for them snails. What do they call them? Sea gelatins. Cleared in like 20 minutes. I feel like it's no longer a learning thing. It's just, it's now just become of like, you know what you're doing type of thing. Play your cards right, you'll have 2 dungeons and a trial today. Okay, thank you. Oh, very much learning, but you're able to accomplish it. Well, that's good. Is there ethers underneath here? Okay, my opposite direction. I'll be going to grab that one. I sort of wish they would have went a World of Warcraft route instead of having to get ethers to learn flying and whatnot. Like in World of Warcraft, last time I played it was you just had to basically just go and do the am I supposed to go here? Probably. You just had to fill out the whole map, essentially. Yeah, if you find Alpha Node, you're probably going the right way. We died like 5 times before we managed to clear, and it's the first EX of Dawn Trail, so it's older. They'll get harder as you go. Go this way. Oh god, well, now I've ruined it. I love how you people are just standing there like I could be murdered by these grapplers. Okay, I'll handle them. It looks like there's like... They want me to get up there? I guess I gotta take like the long route or something? God damn this place and the goddamn scenic route. These guys are just is that guy's name Bendover? Oh, Benthos. Is that guy Bendo? Benthos. What a Benthos. Oh, brush maker. Alright. It's so funny, you know. I know it's just the music for the mount, but you know you're lollygagging around through you know what seems to be a littered area of enemies, and it's just like the happy-go-lucky, the chocobo music. You know, nothing can go wrong. All right, the enhanced giblet, gibbet. That was not what we needed. Oh, you want some of this too, eh? Sure, why not? I sort of wish as a Reaper, like, a very loosely based pet class in some way, shape, or form, that like your little Reaper friend was around a little bit more. You know, maybe just like hung behind you as a little bit more of a pet. All right, threw my hand into the sack. Not working out the way we thought. Raw wheat. Not what we need. Come on, get those non-knees going. The bedraggled box. Anything? Anything good? Vegetables. Not vegetables we need. Go. You got one over here, Urange? Up here, maybe? Am I, like, missing one? I feel like I've been to... Been there. Been there. Been there. Am I doing something wrong? I feel like there should be something nearby Urange. Or I guess can't quite get up there. Maybe it's up here. Better be. This bulbous bag. I'm getting all wet around here too. This is terrible. From the squelching noise they make when prodded in the vile stench, you conclude that these bags are bursting with livers. Brilliant! Are those them? I think they are. Perhaps you've deduced this already, but it seems the Benthos have already been raiding Collusion storehouses as well as those of the Ondo. Oranges, pumpkins, wheat. But we can discuss this after we see the livers safely back to Tolshazath. It wouldn't do to keep him in suspense. Well, I'm supposed to take it. These bags are bigger than I am. Is there a quick? Indeed, there is. Hit that the wrong thing. It's like, yes, I want to teleport there, but I don't want to use my aetherites. Okay, god damn it. I'm just gonna pop a couple of ibuprofen for my damn shoulder. It's killing me. I'll be right back. Thank you. I assume everything that you did give me, Slayers of Wolves, is covered here. So this would essentially be just something for the next character. So it's sort of not going to really matter. Accessories. Oh, it's all. I think you gave me better than 5, right? I got 515. So everything you gave me is better. So. Bending, slaying, aiming. I might take the aiming. Oh, that's not. Handed it. Take the aiming. If I want to do maybe the bard or something like that later. I'm relieved to see you unspeared. Me too. Goddamn fetch quests. Our precious livers! I knew you would not fall. We also found of all manner of foodstuffs from the Collusia and the Flounder's floor. Tell me, Tulsa asked. Does that seem odd to you? It is brazen, to be sure. I'm reminded of rumors I've heard recently concerning a rash of thefts from Collusian warehouses. The perpetrators enter in the dead of night, and they're gone before anyone has realized what has happened. The Almoran army has been investigating, but thus far to no avail. The reason they have struggled so is that they're quarries of the sea. Well, the true question then is, what we mean to do much about it? As much as I'd like to proceed to the ruins without further delay, we can't allow the Benthos to carry on as they are. If I may, I believe the ruins are, in fact, the key to the Benthos plan. Is that so? These ruins, which lie deep within the illuminated land, are a recent discovery. We have seen signs of the Benthos are preparing to claim them with all haste. We could not fathom why, but in light of the knowledge that they have been stockpiling resources. He's not, really dragging that S out as much as a snake reptilian should be. It is clear their queen will soon give birth. It requires space to raise their young and food for both queen and hatchlings to thrive. Well, we can hardly fault them for that. In a normal circumstance, perhaps. The conditions in the Tempest are far from suitable for spawning. Its resources barely able to sustain our current population, and there's only one reason they would disregard this. They seek to build an army, and it will take revenge upon the Finless. It's not a surprise they came to us not long ago seeking allies for the cause. We rebuffed them, of course. The suffering of others will not serve as a balm to their own. The queen, however, desires only bloodshed, and will gladly send her children to die in our stead. If they are planning to wage war, that changes matters considerably. Indeed. I doubt this can be resolved without violence, but perhaps with a show of force we can convince them to see reason when the die is cast. I would rather not risk your people in the attempt. If we travel to the illuminated land, is there a way we might identify the ruins ourselves? Yes. Once you reach its depths, go deeper still, you will see a monstrous structure there upon the sea floor. Then you have come to us now is the will of the Ancient Ones. They have guided you here to drive out the usurpers, those who seek to use their magnificent creations with vile purpose. I have no doubt that they will show you the way forward. I'm afraid that the dead do not speak quite so clearly. Nevertheless, we shall try not to disappoint. Well, if what we live lies deeper still beyond Amarat, would call upon the assistance of another. Alright, so I'm assuming we're gonna have some type of duty or trial against some queen. Some hatchlings, perhaps. That'd be my guess. Alright. Yorange. A whale's tail. Though a course have been decided, and pursue it must needs beseech the aid of a friend. I speak of Bismarck. Pray follow me to the Sullen, that we might seek an audience with him once more. Okay, that we can do. Look at that cool, I would assume, either Dark Knight or Dragoon. Alright. In Sullen, where is Sullen? I guess it would probably be Fort Job. Alright. Hopefully nothing big giant beetle doesn't ruin me. These things are a lot lower leveled, so they probably won't even aggro me. That is the deal to get flight everywhere, right? Is to find these ether currents everywhere. I guess sort of the problem is of me being so far behind on current content is that, like, you know, that's what people would be doing when they sort of done all the quests, right? Is they would have went out and followed. I mean, again, when you're playing, you're up to date. You're also doing all these side quests and everything, right? Like, you know, that's what I would be doing if this was like World of Warcraft. You know, you get to a new area, you're exhausting all of the content. Whereas, that's not really a thing you can do in World of Warcraft. You can't just really just do the main quest. They've changed the leveling a little bit, but the full-out intention is for you to go to an area, exhaust all of the quests, and then, you know, finishing an area will then get you to another main quest. It doesn't really follow in that way, which is weird. Like I said, I haven't played in a long while, and they may have, so I don't like. They've changed it to, like, for me, it's like it's not that it's unplayable, but I don't like the direction that World of Warcraft has decided to go. But I think it works more from a super casual take. So they have just as many expansions as Final Fantasy is. I think they have 10. And so the deal, like, with World of Warcraft now is, like, when you begin the game, you start a brand new character. Instead of just starting like old World of Warcraft, like, you can choose that. But the game basically just says, like, where would you like to play? Like, what expansion would you like to do? And it's weird because, like, when I played it, like, you know, you played them, like, you know, in order. And it's like, you know, the timelines of everything makes sense. And now, so, like, they've thrown into World of Warcraft, there's a timeline thing of where, like, almost anything can be experienced at any given time. Like, it's like they've introduced the Doc Brown's DeLorean. And they're just like, oh, you want to do this? You want to do that? Go ahead, start wherever you want. And then you just do it. And the thought is that you can play any expansion from beginning to end to get max level. So, like, you're never really going through the very beginning and then, you know, going all the way to the very end expansion to get your end level. Like, it doesn't work that way anymore. And that to me sucks, right? Because it's like, well, I want to experience the whole thing and all the stories, and it's just not a thing. So they've made it less of a slog. Like, the old way was a slog, but now they've sort of made it way too quick. It's like where you don't experience everything because it sort of doesn't matter. They only want the end content to matter anymore. It would be the equivalent of them saying, like, you know, with Dawn Trail coming out, they're just saying, like, would you just like to play Dawn Trail? Who cares about anything else? And start at level 0? And work your way through? It'd be odd. From here, we press onward to the Isle of Ken. You've perfected your technique, then. Just so, the water will be as glass beneath my feet, and provided the perch is fragile yet true. Watch closely. Oh, I certainly shall. Is Your Honor going to show us a little bit of Moses here? Forgive me, but would it not be easier to perfect your swimming technique? Aye, it would be a pity if you drowned, truly. Oh, hush, I'm sure it'll be brilliant. What's he doing? Okay, then. He's done it! Incredible! So he's truly Jesus Christ. I still think he's in Canada and it's frozen underneath, so... Do boats not exist around here? Like, there's one right behind it, for crying out loud. Oh, well, that didn't work out. Give me a second. Do boats go underwater? I mean, he needed to work his way out to the middle, right? Boats can sink, that's right. My apologies. The technique requireth of purest of focus, and mine was lacking. To perfect this magic, I went so far as to deal with the fluff, and with their aid, mine efforts finally met with success, albeit on a single occasion. Like, I would have thought we would have taken a boat out to the middle of this pond lake thing, and then we would have gone underneath. He had to commune with the water through his tootsies. Well, I saw you waver there a bit to the end. Perhaps you're simply tired. My son wants to show me something. 1 second.
I'll tell you what I'm gonna put.
Okay. Heart. Banquet. I've nothing to worry about, only a dizzy spell. Well, it may not be wise to go for another swim just now. Thankfully, we have an alternative. A wonderful little invention. I'm certain you'll agree. See, she's thinking my way. I'm not as dumb as I look. Okay, just let me know. Hey, no, not in here. It's gonna be too loud. There you go. I will petition Bismarck's aid on our behalf. Let's pray my diplomacy to prove it more effective than mine experimental magics. Oh God, what are we summoning? Speak with the voice of the king, little neighbors. I will not deny you. As before, if you seek what sleeps beneath the sea, I will be your guide. My kindness is as boundless as the depths, a serene one. Before we depart, however, I would ask a favor. After our last flight, I found many creatures clinging to me. I am itchy. Remove them, and I will take you below. A little bit of a scratch my back, scratch yours type of thing. Did he agree? Aye. No, I agreed to a favor in kind. Regrettably, 'tis not one I possess the power to grant. Bismarck hath asked us to cleanse his underbelly of barnacles. Alas, one must needs dive beneath the surface to do so. Even if I could master the power to walk upon it, it would avail me not. What, are they all just going to start looking at me? Oh, for heaven's sake, is that all? Bastion and I are more than capable of that. With Coach's blessing, we'll have done all in moments. Better than standing here and listening to this nonsense. I'll take you right and left. Now go. Alright, just being thrown into it. Do you know who I am? Dang nabbit, I'm the warrior of light. Or dark, depending on which world you're in. I'm in your debt. What if it's cold in this water? Oh my god. I did not wave properly. There we go. Join the party of these fun people just sitting there. You know what I feel like there needs to be. Surely, is there not a 2 or a 3 person couch or a sectional, a love seat? This might be a little bit of a Canadian British word, a Chesterfield, if you will. Meep, meep, meep. So funny. I've been working on my meep meeps. There's this guy who goes I don't know how to get over there. I guess I gotta go all the way down. There's a guy who rides a motorcycle, and I guess his girlfriend or something. Where am I going here? So like anyways, like he always is an annoyance because he drives down like the little driveway, and I guess he did say underbelly. Yes, but like I'm trying to figure out like how to get there. Anyways, distraction 1. So he always like goes and I'm jumping. There we go. He always goes and drives by, and he does this little beep with his motorcycle, and it's a little good of it's good meep meep, right? And he does a little turn around, and then he always pulls in front, and he never goes inside of the apartments. His girlfriend comes out, and they canoodle for like 20 minutes, literally just out front. But he always has to do this annoying beep beep, and I'm like, so when he comes out, it's funny because like they can't see, so every time I hear him come out and he goes meep meep, I wait for him to get off his bike, and then I do a really loud meep meep, and I can just like look and see, and he always is looking up and looking around, going like, who's mocking me? I like to do it when my wife is outside, because then she gets all annoyed. But she thinks like they're gonna think it's me. No. Oh god. All right, I've tried jumping. For God's sakes, game, come on! Now I'm too short to get anywhere. But he hasn't been here in a while, so I don't know. All right, look. I don't know where the game wants me to go. So I'm just gonna sit here until I get directed. This way. Are you mocking me? Is this like a trust jump? I just committed suicide. Oh my lord. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what happened to my friends here. But you can. Oh my! Okay, it's like the bit. Okay, it's like yeet. You gotta swim like some type of I really hope I'm going the right way. Like this thing. Am I going the right way? I've never been more confused about things that they want me to do sometimes. Control space. I just want to go underwater. Thank you. Hey, look at that. There's a team. Oh my god, where's this big thing? Oh, this thing is alive. The thing we're on. Okay. I was I was expecting to see some type of seafaring, you know, whale. Sort of like World of Warcraft, where like the entire like expansion takes place on one giant ass turtle. All right, now you gotta go back up there. These are the things I will. They'll never fix them. I doubt. I'm sure they require many thousands of hours to fix these types of things. But you gotta make that just like the underwater shouldn't be a completely different instanced thing. Like it should just be like. Where do you want me to go, game? Come on! Following what looks like a damn path, for crying out loud. That'd be more annoying. What get clipped this time? Dang it. While efforts are sincerely appreciated, I will inform Bismarck that we may depart without further delay. I got lots to add to the YouTube clips, of course. I look forward to them getting thousands of views. Well, you're very welcome, Mr. Bismarck, if that is your real name. A long time ago, another one did this for you? After the flood, when I chose a spot for my slumber, he came and made a home on my back. Ken was his name. When I grew itchy, I stirred, but he was not afraid. No, he asked me what was wrong. I told him of the creatures clinging to my belly. And he dove into the water and he helped me. He was my friend. He told me he wished to live in peace, away from his people and their wars. This, I understood. I treasured our time together, brief though it was, brief though it is always. But I remember him and how we laughed when we flew. Morning, DJ! Light fades and the darkness returns. Ken sleeps, but in memory he laughs, and together we fly. And I am here, awake. It feels good to speak and be heard again. Shame others cannot understand me. If thou art willing to learn, I will gladly teach thee the language of man. Thank you, little friend, but it is time I grant you your request. Yes, yes.
What if we can both play on the TV and you can play on the Switch on the TV?
It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, it does.
It can't.
You have your name on this.
I understand. Yes, but you can't do it that way.
Yeah.
I can't.
Oh, do you want me to show you?
I know it doesn't work that way, buddy.
I'm gonna show you.
It doesn't.
It does.
No, Logan.
I want to show you.
It doesn't work that way. I know. It doesn't. Well, why not have some explanation of what he just said, or we all just gonna stand about making vague and mysterious illusions? Sorry.
How about I just play on the TV? You just play on the computer.
That's what we'll do. Bismarck bade us to wait for him on the shore. That's all? I feel as though there was more to it. Indeed there was, but I have no bearing on the task at hand. I should be glad to share the rest with you, Anon. Don't you know that kids know everything, even if you also know things for certain, they actually know it more? Yes, true. Very true. Fine. Later then. If Bismarck requires time to prepare, might I suggest a short respite? Your Ange and Thancred in particular. Require no such thing. I'm a picture of perfect health. Mine was but a momentary lapse in concentration. Worry not on my account. But you mustn't push yourself, so please, rest. For me? Alright. If you insist. You too, Bastion. You've been running yourself ragged. Yes, ma'am. Popcorn chicken right now? It's not even like 11 o'clock. Why don't you have something small right now, and then I'll get you some later. Crackers right now? Yeah? Okay, get you some crackers. One sec. All right. Yes, word of advice, never let it show. When she realizes she struck a nerve, she remembers. By the gods, she remembers. In any case, if we made must meet a rest, I know of a place in Solon that's better than for most. Come with me. Hasn't your weekend been so far, DJ? Get up to anything crazy? Go to any wrestling shows? Watch a wrestling show? Not watch wrestling shows? Wrestle yourself? Well, have a seat. Don't want our elderly Neves. I felt attacked there. Or elderly Neves. I feel like for this being outside, you wouldn't want these type of chairs to be ruined. Don't they have some type of elements to worry about? Rain? Snow? Sleet? Hail? Snow? To hear that you think I'm on my deathbed. The countenance bellies the words, Master Thancred. Sure, I don't know what you mean. Let the record show that I am here under protest. Though, I can't say I mind the view. Not much of a view, really. Serene little lake or pond, though, into the mist. If all the abundance of anglers is any indication, even an amateur might land an impressive catch. Shall we try our hands at it? Oh, someone! Quickly! It's Nightshade. He was attacked on the road from the Crystarium. Barely escaped with me life. I suppose we might have predicted this. Alright, what's up? You mean you'll help? For free? Thank you. If I recall correctly, Nightshade is a local band of outlaws. I doubt they'll trouble us over much. No more than they already have by interrupting our relaxation. At any rate, we're gonna go screw up some outlaws. Is this robot going to poo on me? I am right underneath its penis. We'll just get going without worry of this giant What is that thing? God dang it. Look at that. Just run my car like John Voight. Oh, God. I like the car, but it just isn't really fitting at this moment. I hate the music. Where are we heading? Yeah, not for me. It's too too a little lackadaisical for my tastes. Let me go fix the food for the cats. There's always something. I think I asked that before. When I play Final Fantasy 15, I know that car is a big deal. Does that silly music play all the time? Because that's gonna be... We're gonna have to do something about that. Oh, these two have matters well in hand by the looks of... Do they? Because one person's down. Dead, perhaps? Maybe. It does unless you turn off mount music, which you can... So, but is there other better music that might play, or is it just silence? Because I'd rather just have, like, the normal background. I mean, you know, the same. I've heard people say that about the Chocobo music as well. Like, that, you know, they just don't like it, so. Is it you, sir? Don't tell me you deprived that poor fellow of the honor of being rescued by the Warrior of Darkness. We had no idea you were in the area. Fancy us meeting again so soon. Oh, I do even believe I recognize your companion. Yes, I know in this game you can turn off the mount music and it just plays the background world music. I know that, but I think sometimes I like the Chocobo music or the mount music, if you will. And I know some mounts don't have music, but yeah. But I find that particular car music to be, ugh. When you're driving around the car, you can listen to other. Oh, that is perfect. Thank you, DJ. You can collect other FF soundtracks in the game. Okay. Well, that's admirable. There are so few devoted to their duty in Lakeland or such. Well, we've been talking about it for a while, and neither of us are satisfied with just seeing out our service. It feels like we could be doing more. Like, we should be doing more. Oh, it's like a town music. Oh, okay. It's all about having the will to help your fellow man, and the resolve to see it through. I love how they say this while this person's like dead behind them or unconscious in the movies. I remember you, the excitable one. Sir, I got a bit overexcited the other day. I couldn't get my words out. The name's Vonard, sir. I'm with the guard, but I just don't want to protect Lakeland. I want to protect the lot, just like the Warriors of Light. Ah. So it seemed like Ardbert's portrayal from Elidibus, sorry, is sort of working. He's getting the people out. What I'd really like to do is travel, to better ourselves, and go where the need is greatest. But everyone has to start somewhere, right? For now, if we can stop Nightshade from robbing the odd fisherman, then that's what we'll do. future heroes of the first, do you think? They want not for spirit. It's a bit of pity they draw inspiration from so clouded a wellspring. Yet it availeth us to not to fret in idleness. We must needs press on if we are to bring Elidibus' schemes to light. That was it. Like, you didn't really do anything there. How do you shut off the... Is it system config, sounds? Play music when mounted. I assume that would just be... That'd be it, right? Beneath this... Oh, this looks important. Thus reminded of the urgency of your investigation, Urange would press on. Though a respite was cut short, oh my god, another robot. This time a spider one. That one's cooler looking, in my opinion, than... Sorry, Biscuits, than your other... I prefer more legs. Careful, Koromar. You're gonna walk into that oh, okay. You just walked right through that lizard. I doubt further contemplation of Elidibus' machinations will be conductive to relaxation. You may as well as make for the split hull now. Now that's a mount. That's a mount. Let's see what cool mount I have. Not as many as I thought I did. Chair. I have a soft spot for that one. Your everyday chocobo. Yip yip. Oh, more legs, you say? Yes. I assume we're going the right way? Are you guys leading me astray? A straw? Where are we going? Not even here! Alright. Yep. Go on in. Okay, we're in this nice little area here. Beautiful. Fantastic. Woo! Trample on through their flowers. Ants. Hi, Groot. Hi, Vin Diesel. How are you? Are those bought through the store? Is this where we gotta go up? Where the hell? Oh, some type of raid? Ah. Sorry, the blind leading the blind here. Crying out loud. Speaking of Final Fantasy VII Revelations looks amazing. I mean, all of them looked really good. I look forward to, you know, getting through them eventually. The giant robo spiders from something in Late Dawn Trail. Okay. When's that coming out? Oh yeah, I know it'll be on all platforms, but it's time. Pray make ready. No Persona was at the Summer Games Fest, which was odd. I thought at least 4 would be, but spring of next year? No. In my opinion, they took way too long with that thing. Way too long. Like, I know, like, I'm very much, I get it. Like, I'm very much of Miyamoto's take on, like, it's done when it's done. But I feel like, you know, Nintendo's take on things is that they don't show anything for those things. Like, you know, like, if they were working on something and people were, like, they're not out showing something and then, like, you know, it's like a year, like, they took way too long between, what was the remake, reboot, whatever the first one was to the, like, it's just way too long for people. You shouldn't be waiting a decade for 3 games where the story's basically already known and the engine is basically something they're already utilizing, for Christ's sakes, but I digress. Animus Annider? Oh, geez. Sure. Thank you. But is it though, Wolf Slayer? Like, is it? Like, I don't think AAA games or any games really need to take that long. I don't think. Like, it's only been relatively recently that they've started to really dick around. Maybe part of their problem is just, like I said, of them announcing stuff and then having nothing to show for like a year. And then you're like, oh, just show a trailer, get people hyped again, only for something to still be, you know, 9 months out. It doesn't matter. I'll play it when I play it. It's, you know, I'll start it all over again. So I only played the first one anyways. Oh, yeah, maybe. There's just like some type of horde mode where everything just sort of pops out. Poor Xbox, though. I mean, like, they pay all this money for things and people still don't care about them. Like, they're trying so hard to really push, you know, Japanese RPGs and everything and people to buy them on that platform, and people are just like, ah, thanks for showing it, I'm gonna buy it on PlayStation or PC or whatever. I know when Jeff Gerstmann was talking about it on his podcast of like with the next Xbox essentially just becoming a PC, it sort of is an interesting take of like, what is their next box going to be? Like, if they know that they have to focus on PCs and sort of like, is it just gonna be like a Steam machine but for Xbox that, you know, like, how do you get people to buy Xbox games if they're buying PC games? Not, I feel like, am I using something that I shouldn't be or something? I don't know. Yeah, I will be watching the Monaco Grand Prix later. Probably watch tidbits of the Xbox showcase whenever that is. Did Jeff Keighley and Hideo Kojima get a divorce? Are they not? They're not on speaking terms anymore. saw that bits and pieces of that Summer Games Fest. There was absolutely nothing that was really a part of that really got my bejeebies going. So we're on this big giant whale called the Bismarck, and he's just taking us through the under the sea into the ruins, perhaps. How nice of him. Man's efficient. If it is a man. Look at that. We're gonna fight the T-Rex. His name's unknown. That's great. Oh, he's like vomiting on us. That is terrifying. Okay, so later, bud. So you probably don't want to be where he is pointing that arrow, would be my guess. Just work the rear end here, folks. That'll get you everything you need. Oh god, it's on me though. Is that no good? No, you've played enough for now, Logan. Which one are we supposed to be focusing on? Does it matter, or do they share health bars or something? Is that rectal bleeding on me when he does that? Look at that, I didn't even die. Fantastic. I really need to say, when I do run lower level content, it irks me to no end when people do not get the treasure coffers. I'm like, you do not want the seals? You don't want easy money, something? Oh. Always. Gladly agreed on all of those things. I think a lot of the classes that I've sort of like, not necessarily avoided, but for all intents and purposes got annoyed by how annoying their rotations have become, I think I'm going to enjoy them when Evolve mode comes out. I think just having, like, you know, like, Reaper's starting to irritate me a little bit as I've let it be known that there's too many buttons to hit. It doesn't need to be this bad. I don't know why it's this bad, but it is for whatever reason. And, you know, just getting rid of, you know, I feel like the bloat that they could get rid of here would really go somewhere. Just opening that up. And for a lot of classes, like I think Samurai was another one that I was intrigued with. But then it's the same thing of like, you want me to hit like all these dang buttons to do, you know, a combo when it doesn't need to be this bad. Can't come soon enough. Is the Game Fest for Xbox anywhere, or is it just like an online thing? Like they're not going anywhere anymore, right? Like the Summer's Games Fest, that was like something where Jeff Keighley had to like, he felt like he needed to go somewhere, right? Like he could have just done that online or something. Oh, look at this lovable guy. I was gonna wear that way too quick. Am I supposed to stand on one of these things? I'm I don't know what I was supposed to do there. Yeah, Logan. It works all the same. Works all the same, buddy.
Yeah, I think I need to tell your character. You know, sometimes I don't need to.
That's fine. We'll figure it out. Oh god, where am I supposed to stand? Just here? I don't sort of know where we're supposed to go on that thing. I don't know what he's showing on, like, you know, when we're fighting him, that he's like, hey, go to the blue or go to the red, or if we're all supposed to share our own thing or what. Go banana! These little itches that you get on your fingers that, like, you know, it's because they're just dry or something, or what? So whichever ground AoE he casts, Terrible Hammer or Sword is the first to go off. What do you mean by I don't know which one he... So if he casts hammer, go on a sword, and then vice versa. But how do you know he's doing sword or hammer? Like, I didn't quite pick up as to, like, what one he was doing. So whatever he's doing, do opposite. But, like, does he show a giant hammer or sword? His cast bar will say hammer or sword. Okay, so whatever it is, do opposite. Thank you. And do we each have to step on one separate one? No, we can share. Okay, so just follow the people. Alright, did that better this time. Terrible blade, so... Oh, that is garbage. Hammer. God damn it! Ah. That's got to throw in garbage like that every once in a while, doesn't it? Better. Much better. Thank you for that explanation there, Wolf Player. That was much appreciated. Guy just wants to sit on a bench, man. Can't blame him. Playing as little characters, but you know, sometimes they just get lost in the muck here. I am just inside this giant beast Uayusha's butt. Like that is my life right now. see a lot of jumping and flippy shit. Assume you don't want to have that aimed at people. Love those little things that just go around you as a gun breaker. Those little swords, those little just everything. Oh, look at this guy. He's cute. Can we get him as a mount or a small little minion or something? He looks like he's in charge of stuff. Can I get his weapon for my black mage? All of this. Those are the sage weapons, that's me. Never mind then. Shows what I know. This guy has hands made of water that will try to claw me, but they're water, so they'll be okay, right? Like, I'll just get a quick refreshment. Is that what you're saying?
quiet, you can tell I'm concentrated.
promise. It will all be okay. Ah, I keep forgetting. Oh man! Thank you. Almost got caught with my pants down on that one. Maybe nail him with this. Oh no! Oh, we still got him. That could have been disastrous. Woo! Yep, just give me a second after this is done, okay? You have to say it on here for people.
Why?
You have to say it. You have to say
To
that.
get it?
You have to say. You have to say the chocolate milk.
I want to have it.
Yep.
Okay. Right now.
Yep. Right now.
Chocolate.
Oh, say it with your real voice. Just say how. Just say chocolate milk.
Chocolate milk.
All right, you're not playing along. All right, I will be right back. 2 seconds. What did we get for loot? Not an Animanus. All right, let me get this boy chocolate milk. I'll be right back.
Aw, yeah.
Can't go and get the little guy some chocolate milk if I'm not getting myself my own beer. So anytime you use the limit break in the boss move, so as long as the actual limit break isn't interrupt, but will it still hit? That's what I was more worried about, was whether it was going to hit. I know it always hits. Well, I was just gonna say that one. I've done ones as a bard, where it's like a straight line. Like if that boss moves out of that line, does the line always move with it if you started it while it's there, or what? Because I always felt like it was just aimed in a particular direction, and as long as the limerick doesn't get interrupted, it'll hit. Okay, fair enough. Okay, it was a little early. I thought we'd be good on that, but still, well done. Thank you for the help there. We have a wonderful beer called Lowenbrau. Lowenbrau. Fantastic. A German beer. Wonder where Cat is to go on about the West Germany beers. If you position it in such a way that it hits the boss when you cast it, it'll hit. Have no fear. I will have no fear. One of the more drinkable beers I've had in a long while. I was watching the hockey game, as a good Canadian does. I think I'm the only one. I don't know why everyone like. Why does everyone hate the Vegas Golden Knights? I mean, I'm not really a fan of either team, but I'd rather cheer for the Las Vegas Golden Knights than cheer for the Carolina Hurricanes. Ew. I mean, as much as the story is with Mitch Marner, former Toronto Maple Leaf, I'd love to see that kid get a cup. It'd be hilarious. Leaves Toronto in his first year, goes in Las Vegas, and he wins the Stanley Cup. Good for him. As is tradition, people leave Toronto and win things. You can't win anything in Toronto. An incapable city.
This structure must have served.
Always a bridesmaid, never a bride. Hello, Lord Grim. How are you, my friend? Long time no see. How have you been?
I too noted the crystal repository on the way. The Benthos seem to employ them in their spellcasting.
In such vessels did the ancients preserve concepts. Ideal
This place looks nice
to
and
be
pretty.
drawn upon in the act of creation. That so great an abundance should reside here lendeth credence to Ishtola's
I think a lot of people,
This
fortunately or unfortunately, the way they're looking at it is, this is more of a bigger Canadian story, but like, so the Las Vegas goaltender Carter Hart, although I do think there's a Carolina player on it as well, that there's a sexual assault case that happened when a bunch of these kids were a little younger that played for Team Canada, and so they were all found. Don't hold me to the verbiage of things, but they weren't found guilty of any wrongdoing essentially, but people are not happy that it went that way, and that they're still playing hockey, I guess. I don't know. And he's having a hell of a day. I will watch, yes. Summoning of the Zodiac, you've granted reprieve. As woven may seem, they may not serve forestall our doom. Should we continue down this path? Our fate will be the same. So these are the people that were in that city, though, that I ran into, though, right? These ancients? Okay. And we were able to see them. Like, they saw us, we saw them. They were wondering why we were. I feel like their city came to an end type of thing. Give me a few minutes, buddy. Give me a few minutes. I'm not speaking ill of the convocation. Yes, it is plain that we'll countenance a permanent solution. That being the case, we must ask ourselves a simple question. Are we prepared to pursue our chosen course even... Oh, Jesus Christ, I thought I read that quickly. If so, I see no further reason to demur. Uh-oh, they're glitching. A Sunday stream indeed, Soap Dish. How are you? Cheers, my friend. How are you?
So, it was they who first summoned Heidelin.
The crystal.
Their discussion did seem to imply as much, yes. I cannot say I have ever heard of this Venard
Just
before.
finished making homemade egg bites.
For a certainty,
Never the connoisseur,
never
Soapdish.
uttered the name, speak though he did of the schism which Zodiark's advent wrought upon mankind. Some were of the viewpoint that his power must needs be restrained, and to that end they
I
could...
would assume outside of Nashville, the Canes would be your closest
We now know that...
hockey team to cheer for. Although you have a couple teams in Florida, I guess. I don't really know how South Tennessee is.
And that this place, in all likelihood, served as their headquarters. The presence of such intimate records attests to that. I would hear what else they have to tell us. All of it. Did anyone see the source of the image?
So this place existed long
The
before,
device
like,
there? Then let us see what
the
else.
creation of Heidelin, the crystal? I always sort of thought that the crystals were like the forbearing beginning thing that existed, like, you know, before people and stuff. Bennett, please. Why must it be you? All will be revealed. Okay. If I may speak plainly, I would sooner it were another, any other. You are our leader. None can take your place. Yes, Logan.
You know why I feel
Why?
because I don't have a name.
Okay.
I can sometimes tell you if I don't have a name. Take my name off.
Okay. I like an easy light breakfast in the morning, and these fit the bill pretty much perfectly. I can make 24 for about 12 bucks, and I only need 2 for breakfast. Can't beat $1 breakfast. No. I didn't see anything offensive about your message there. Automod thought you were saying, oh, yes. I have a feeling. Probably just the fact that even though he mentioned with the $sign, he mentioned the number 12, and this was probably like, oh my god, is this person under the age that they're not allowed to be on Twitch? And they probably just thought like that was no good. You know as well as I that few support our cause, far fewer than they who place their faith in Zodiark. Heidelin is to stand a chance of opposing him, the only one who might suffice as her heart. Rest assured, however, I shall not vanish from this world. The form I take shall ever remain my choice. But I will press you no more. Only know this. You will be sorely missed. I wonder, is this how the convocation felt about the Elidibus? Do they refer to themselves as the convocation, or is that something different? Things are starting to come together here a little bit. You know what I'd like to see, Soap Dish? That's something different, okay. The Jays aren't playing their best. They have many injuries to deal with, but what really irks me with some particular players, you know, specifically like Vladimir Guerrero Jr., it sort of seems like that guy is more interested in in throwing the Gatorade on somebody after the game than he is putting in the, you know, the work when it's actually game time. I sort of get that vibe a little bit. Like they don't have too much time to really turn it around. Again, they need less injuries, but okay. Can you wait for this cutscene and then I'll get you your chicken? I thought you were having popcorn chicken.
Oh yeah,
Okay. I mean, luckily the way the AL East generally works, I mean, it's the Yankees or the Red Sox. Generally, it's the Rays this year, but, you know, the Red Sox are doing dog shit. So it's just really the Yankees and the Rays that are relatively doing well. So, like, everywhere else is crap in the bed. So they might still be able to squeeze into a wild card, but they got to figure out their stuff. College baseball? Those bums? Okamoto has been far better in my opinion than Vladdy has been. Thank God we can always count on Ernie, Soap Dish.
What?
Ernie's always there for us.
Did that not strongly imply that Elidibus sacrificed himself to become Zodiac's heart?
That seems important.
7 hells. Then who or what are we dealing with?
I think as a Canadian, there's people up here who really enjoy American college sports. I think I speak just for myself. I just don't understand the whole thing with college sports. I just don't get it. Like I don't get why it's such a big giant deal in the South. I don't get it. Alright. Before I hand this quest in, I'm gonna go get my son some popcorn chicken. He'll give me a few minutes. I'll probably like be right back after I put them into the air fryer. But I'll have to leave and serve the dish. But I'll be right back.
Committing a crime of the first degree. I'm not me. I'll give it all up just to be with you. I'm so happy. Now you got me. I'll surrender all my love to you. Don't you see what you're doing to me? I'm in love and I can't break free. Now I'm begging with you, baby. Please don't leave me hanging. Oh, no. It's a lockdown, baby. You drive me crazy. Ain't no escaping. Your love has got me doing time. You're my attorney, my judge and jury. I'm feeling guilty, so lock me up for a key. Oh, yeah. I said lock me up for a key. Yeah. Ooh, lock me up for a key. Baby, it's a lockdown, baby. You drive me crazy. Ain't no escaping. Your love has got me doing time. You're my attorney, my judge and jury. I'm pleading guilty, so lock me up for a key. You gotta take away the key, my baby. Lock me up for a key. Keep me in there. Lock me up for a key. Hey, pretty baby, come and save me. I got a confession for you. Call me crazy, but I may be committing a crime of the first degree. I'm not pretending, I mean what I'm saying. I'm coming in with my hands held high. Gotta face it, I'm not gonna make it without your love, and I got nowhere to go. Don't you see what you're doing to me? I'm in love and I can't break free. Now I'm begging with you, baby. Please don't leave me hanging. Oh, no, oh, no. It's a lockdown, baby. You drive me crazy. Ain't no escaping. Your love has got me doing time. You're my attorney, my judge and jury. I'm pleading guilty, so lock me up for a key. Oh, wait. Hey, I said lock me up for a key. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Lock me up for a key. You can't restrain me. You can search me. I'll give it all up just to be with you. I'm so happy. Now you got me. I'll surrender all my love to you. Don't you see what you're doing to me? I'm in love and I can't break free. Now I'm begging with you, baby. Please don't leave me hanging. Oh, no. It's a lockdown, baby. You drive me crazy. Ain't no escaping. Your love has got me doing time. You're my attorney, my judge and jury. I'm pleading guilty, so lock me up for a key. Oh, yeah. I said lock me up for a key. Yeah. Ooh, lock me up for a key.
Hello. Spain World Cup soccer team is your hometown. Is in your hometown training. Is there a World Cup game taking place near you? I know it's in Mexico, Canada, and in the U.S. I think in Canada there's games in Toronto and Vancouver. I don't know where the games are taking place in the U.S. and Mexico. I would assume Mexico City, perhaps. The device appears to activate via a form of ethereal attunement, not unlike an aetherite. Beyond that, I can say little for certain, save that we should take this opportunity to see what other records it contains. Atlanta. Okay. No response. found it. If I may, milady, the panel did formerly emit a soft yet perceptible glow that doth so no longer betoken the depletion of some essential energy within. Given how long it's lain dormant, I think it's fortunate it functioned at all. That may be, but if we can get it to work again, we'll be leaving with more questions than we've answered. The white-robed emissary hath ever named himself Elidibus, yet if it be shade be true, Elidibus ceased to even air, even the sundering came to pass. It's called to mind a truth that Emmett Selk did once reveal in passing, that the names by which we know our foes are not those given to Ashians at birth, rather they are titles of office, afforded to individuals of merit at such time as their role become vacant. Perchance the Elidibus at Zodiark's heart, and the emissary with whom we are acquainted with, be not the one and the same, but predecessor and successor. It's possible if the previous Elidibus perished before the final days. The one we know could still be surviving of the Sunny. Wait, so are there multiples of Elidibus? And yet, something in the explanation rings false. It's not ready yet, bud. I know I already shake it. Well, I'll remain for a time. I'm not going to abandon my attempts to revive. In matters of aetherology, I know of none as capable as thee. There existeth a means to learn more, thou wilt surely find it. Whilst thou art engaged, I shall attend to matters on the surface. Alright. Is that the only place they're taking part in America? Like, they gotta be taking place elsewhere as well, other than just Atlanta, right? We may now enter Anonymous to make it. Alright, that was the dungeon we just did. So they're allowing us to do it again. With NPCs if we'd like. Alright. Echoes of a Fallen Star. Can we but uncover Elidibus's true origins? May we yet come to understand his designs? To that end, Yshola must needs to be afforded as much time as she doth require to complete her investigation. Well, to that extent, with such things are within our control, yes. Speaking of which, perhaps we might trouble the Exarch for news of his progress with the spirit vessel. He will no doubt wish to hear of our own discoveries as well, such as they are. There's the no-knees strut.
Dare I ask what's going on?
Ah, excellent timing. For me, in any case. We have a problem.
Always problems.
The vast majority of those gathered here are presently in the employ of the Guard or else one of the facets, and no longer wish to be so. In principle, all are free to change vocation at any time, but a city does require a certain number of people in these positions if it is to continue to function. For the moment, I have asked them to postpone their resignation until such time as replacements can be found. As you may have surmised, we have the Warrior of Light to thank for this.
Yes. Wanting to cause trouble from within.
The Warrior of Darkness! You understand, don't you? Someone's going to have to look after this place once you're gone. We just want to be ready to do our bit when the time comes.
And not only here, but everywhere. Which is why we've got to get out there and lend a hand to those in need. That's what you did, isn't it? Even if it was just little things at the start. You helped people.
Well, yes. I did. People, chocobos.
And we're trying to do the same. We may have our sky back, but there's no shortage of people who still need help. If we follow in your footsteps, then I choose to believe we too can be heroes one day. Even warriors of
Did you
light.
notice that, like, there was only, like, 5 warriors of light, or 4? Like, we don't need 30 of them.
What are we to say to that? We can hardly tell them they are mistaken. They seek but to do good, as you have.
But no more can we stand idly by and suffer a paragon's scheme to proceed unchallenged.
Something's a brewing. Well, shit.
What's happening to the sky?
Don't just stand there. Seek shelter, you idiots.
Wicked White. Oh no!
This is bad.
By the 12.
Hold on. I gotta get my son's popcorn chicken, and then we should be good to go. Alright, folks, we should be good. We should be good. Logi's taken care of. I'm taken care of. Let's get some stuff done here.
A star shower.
Sephiroth around? Has he unleashed Meteor? I'm off to see my mother.
I hear a voice.
You and all? And why does it feel like it's inside my head? Hear? Feel? Think?
The crystal says to everybody. At least to me.
Me too.
Did I not tell you, my friends? You are warriors of light! You're back!
Can I just ask something? And maybe this will happen. I like talking about stuff like this while it's happening, so I'll try to, so we pay attention. Why didn't we tell the people who this was? Like, why didn't we just tell them, like, hey, this isn't really the warrior of light that you guys know of. It's somebody else. Would they not understand? Like, what's the... When you first heard Heidelin call out to you and say, "Here, think, feel." Oh yeah, like that was literally like at the very beginning of the game when we're in front of that big giant crystal and it says that, like, "Here, think, feel," and it shoves us into whatever starting point you picked, whether you're gonna see Alphanode and Alice saying that Moogle stealing the drink or whatever in Gridania, wherever, right? It's a he said, she said situation. All he'd need to do is refute it, and then it's just chaos. Plus, you sound like a crazy person for implying that a living person is actually possessed. I do see that, but wouldn't... I guess you're right. Even when I'm sitting there thinking of, like, wouldn't people believe us? Like, we've come here and done so much good for it? Anyways. Yeah, maybe I'm like slightly misremembering the timing of that, but I mean, I absolutely remember the hear, think, feel thing. I absolutely, like, that's like ingrained into my head of that, yes. Yes, and then they're hearing what they want to hear. He's going to be a great politician one day. He's going to say he did that, isn't he?
What you hear is the voice of light itself, and it has blessed you with its power. Welcome to the fold.
I'm a warrior of light.
I've been chosen?
Oh, no.
Can it be?
Me, the hero.
None of these people are capable of being a warrior of light. What a ploy. This is exactly how Donald Trump got elected.
Wait!
Just tell the people what they want to hear.
The falling stars, were they your doing? And why do you need warriors of light?
What, am I to reveal my plans simply because you asked? Nay, I think not. Though the stars, I acknowledge mine. A convenient illusion, apt to awaken what little is left of the power that once resided in your sundered souls. That which you and yours call the echo. And an echo it is, of a symphony, but a fraction of what men in their completeness once possessed. Even those among you who tower over others in the gift have only the faintest trace of it. But though sundered and forgotten through death and mocking rebirth, it has persisted. A whisper of our past, burned into your very ether, along with the sight.
I do love the way Elidibus talks.
Through the
I can
rekindling
get
of
lost in
memory,
his voice.
I have awoken the ability,
I need this guy to do
just as Heidelin is wont to do
some book
when she
readings.
has need of new minions.
The Echo hath ever been thought a gift from Heidelin, a boon granted solely to her chosen. Yet thou wouldst claim she merely awakeneth the power that men should hearken unto. Her voice. Given the perceived simultaneity of her call and the awakening of her chosen's capacity to hear it, it is only natural that we thus attributed the source of the gift. Yet if, in truth, the Echo is a prerequisite for hearing her voice, one might surmise that her call never ceaseth, such that all who awaken to their innate gift might receive of the blessing of light at the self-same instant. In sooth, we bore witness to this but moments ago. At the sight of the star shower, full many in the crowd did speak of hearing a voice in their minds, did they not?
So, is Elidibus making it just sound like Heidelin is talking to all of these people? Making them to believe they are warriors of light? When they're not really? So what I'm getting at is, like, when our character ourselves was spoken to by the crystal, by Heidelin, that we are the warrior of light, we are the chosen one type of thing. Like, we're given those powers by the crystal, right? To make us a little bit more, you know, we're a little bit more powerful than your average bear, per se. So, like, if they were really, if that was really Heidelin, and that's what these people hear, then are they being blessed with the power to become a warrior of light? Sort of. It's not explicitly Heidelin. He's just acting as a godly voice. So you heard Heidelin's voice. They heard Elidibus's. Basically, what he is saying is a fraction of power that once it. So sort of like what the two of you are saying, though, is that, like, I heard Heidelin because I am the warrior of light, warrior of darkness in this world. That's what I heard, because that's what he's trying to give out. But in reality, for all of those people, it wasn't really Heidelin. It was Elidibus portraying Heidelin, but they heard Heidelin, right? Never ends for my son, I tell you. Correct. Though the power they receive is very much. Oh, so they're getting the power that I got, but they didn't really hear Heidelin. Interesting. Okay, one sec. Yep. Let me get you some. Elidibus claims that the Echo is something everyone's capable of, and they're spoken to by being of sufficient power. So for all intents and purposes, they're now also warriors of light, very much like you in the same way you are. It's just that we heard Heidelin's voice when they heard Elidibus's, which would mean Elidibus has equal power to Heidelin to awaken it, which is a scary thought, right? Like, Elidibus is a powerful being that sort of is like, I guess we're starting to learn of, like, the game is dabbed about of the Ashians from the very beginning. These are the people that have like the red mask, that are with robes, and they're always watching or doing something from the very beginning. So how long is like Elidibus been running this thing, or has it always been different? Because they're sort of like saying like it's not always been Elidibus. They're different people. They just overtake other people's bodies, sort of like similar has. You met Elidibus all the way back in AR. So he was the one. Just so I'm making sense here. I want to break this down so we know what we're dealing with. Elidibus was like the one that's like sitting up on the you know, at the very beginning of A Realm Reborn when we're sort of watching everything going on. He's the one that's sitting up at the top that we sort of all see like from a cliff top type of view, right? And he's got that thing like, just has question marks for his name. We're not really supposed to know who he is. He's making the calls. There's other people with masks, but he's the one that's still been running the show type of thing, right? Elidibus was one of 3 key figures in the Ashian plan. Okay. It's sort of like I was reading up a little bit with the Ashians of like, and with the Echo type of thing of like, they're roughly capable of overtaking dead people or more immortal people, but they can't, luckily they can't take over me, the Warrior of Light. But it's becoming alarming, as Biscuit sort of said. It's like, if this guy just was able to make a whole little city a bunch of Warrior of Lights, that is trouble. That is trouble. So he was joined by La Habrea and Emmett Selk, who we just murdered. Yes, I remember that. So he is the last surviving. Okay. And I assume like is he the last surviving Ashian, or that at least we know of, type of thing? It's insane levels of trouble, like more dangerous than it's ever been. Yes. Okay. And I think as part of this. 2 hours. So it's just sort of like really hitting us all like as a group of really the harsh reality of what's going on. He's the last surviving unsundered. There are more Ashians somewhere, but he's the last of the extremely okay. Thank you.
Just so. And whenever Hydaelyn has need of new servants, she is quick to pluck comets from the heavens or create illusions of the same.
Why then didst thou conjure this vision, full knowing that thine age-old foe would thus claim those awakened to the gift?
Foe? You must be mistaken. As you see, I am a warrior of light. And together with my comrades in arms, I shall save the world. Just like you.
I was gonna say, it's gonna be odd for all those people. Like, do they not just see him like just disappear into nothingness? Like, aren't they wondering like, what were they talking with the Warrior of Light about? The more Elidibus reveals, the less I understand. But that he has made a fine mess of things is plain. Logie, can you turn that down a little bit? I apologize if anyone can just hear Alvin and the Chipmunks. He's gone then. I've managed to persuade a number of our would-be deserters to reconsider, but at least delay their departure, but many are deaf to my entreaties. Young Thaler and Vonard among them. Sorry to say they have quit the guard. Nevertheless, I wish them well. Whatever Elidibus's plans for them might be, the pair have only ever had the best of intentions. Well, one can hardly blame them for thinking themselves heroes elect, not after having been blessed with the Echo. And it's not as if they haven't been shown the requisite spirit. I quite agree. Though the impetus of their sudden departure may have been words falsely spoken, the men and women in those footsteps they would have followed are heroes in truth, warriors of light. Ardbert, yourself most of all. And so I would ask a favor of you. Speak with them as they embark on their journey. Furnish them with what wisdom you can. They've set off for the Amaro launch, but you should still be able to catch them if you leave now. Worth the effort, I'd say. If I recall correctly, the Elder Seedseer took the time to usher you into the wider world many moons ago. What? Napkin? Alright. God's sakes, this damn carpet! I swear to God, I'm so sick of the chair, man. Figure I gotta like probably tape it or something. Well, I think the comparison rather flatters Thaler and Vonard. But the point still stands. Their encouraged were the warrior of darkness themselves. If thou art willing, I prithee go. Thou mayest safely leave the task of unfolding that which did transpire at Animus to us. So even the Crystal Exarch knows the deal, but he even himself just can't go off and say, look, like what you guys are believing ain't it, man. It isn't what you believe, but good luck telling them that. You again. I mean, it's you, sir. Sorry, it's a funny old day. The Exarch Graha is also like, well, we can't say anything, otherwise it'll just be mass panic, so let's just keep an eye on things and jump in where needed until we know more. You can be sure we'll take those words to heart. Still can't believe it. You coming all this way just to speak to us. I swear we won't let you down. As long as it helps someone, we'll do what needs doing out there, no matter how small. And again, to be fair, like the Exarch was right. Like, it's not like they're going off to do something terrible. Like at least in the greater good of things, these people want to go out and help people. Just the problem is it's coming at the problem of Crystarium, right? It's like they're leaving their jobs here, which we need them to do, and they're going out to go and do good outside. Like, it's hard to tell people say no when they're doing something that's relatively needed, but the problem is when everybody wants to do this, it's a problem. The path shall ever be revealed to those who are true of heart. It's a similar thing that happened to Ardbert and his crew. They did the right thing every step of the way, but unknowingly played into the Ashian plan. Well, we'll be off then. Farewell, Warrior of Darkness, and thank you. Off they go. You know, and just like anywhere, it's bad to lose a couple of really good, you know, gentlemen that were a part of the guard, right? Well, back to speak with the crystallizer. How are we doing for time to sort of get where we are? I know I apologize, like I've had to do a couple things with my son and whatnot, but I hope we're good on time to complete what we were hoping to sort of shell out. Thank you for making the effort. I'm certain your words will be a boon to them. While you were away, the others told me of your investigation. We have yet to discuss how to proceed, though, however. While your findings in our Nemesis Annihilator do raise important questions as to the identity of our adversary, we're no closer to discerning his design, nor do I know of any other potential avenue of investigation. For which reason, we must use and trust Y'shtola's ingenuity, and wait for her efforts to revive the Ancient's device to bear fruit. So she's still down there, right? What if I were to attempt to follow the emissary? Elusive as he is, his plan compels him to court public attention. It shouldn't be impossible to find. Well, especially for one of your experience. It does seem worth the attempt. Then I'll come with you. Safety in numbers. In combat, perhaps, but where stealth is required, the opposite is true. Happily, I don't plan on getting myself caught, so you need no worry. Nor do I intend to vanish for moons on end. We still have the empty to attend, don't we? Alright then. I look forward to your return. Then it sounds like the rest of us should be avoid doing anything which might prompt Elidibus to look too closely at our movements. Insofar as it's possible, I recommend we limit our activities to the Crystarium. Dad Crit is so much nicer to read. Yes, he is. Speaking of which, Exarch, might I ask if you've made any progress with the spirit vessel? Of course, we're presently studying the principles underpinning memory transfers and, I believe, nearing the requisite level of understanding. It's heartening, physical, practical trials of transference methods suited for those with the vessel have yet to yield satisfactory results, to put it mildly. But there are still promising possibilities we've yet to test. Indeed, though it may take some time yet, we're well on our way to a solution. And I shall not rest until one is found. While we are grateful of their unstinting efforts, thus needs no labor to the exclusion of all else. If I would serve to lighten the burden, how little. I should gladly offer mine assistance. Woo! Puddles, you made it on in on a Sunday stream. There you are. How are you? Quite. I am part of what I can do to ensure the Crystarium continues to run smoothly, in spite of recent disruptions. Well, then perhaps I could help. There must be something I can do. I mean, even if it's just guard duty. Thank you. All of you. I shall breathe easier for your assistance. Of course, on the evidence of the recent past, it will not be long before some new crisis arrives to throw our plans into disarray, at which time your services may be in particular demand. That being the case, perhaps you might take this opportunity to retire to your suite at the Pendants. We get to retire, finally. Get to enjoy that long-awaited, beautiful, just finally get into the old Laga games. Finally, there was time now. Didn't know you were much of a Ric Flair fan there, Puddles. Where are we going there? To the Pendants. Blustered father to be. Oh, geez. Sorry about your luck, dude. It'll be okay. You'll be fine. Take me to my suites, manager of suites. We are just out. No blankets, no nothing? We seeing things? We sensing things? Some tea? The damn thing's bigger than I am. Oh, come on, you can't show me pouring it. The mug is bigger than my head. It's like my tankard of terror. Mr. Omega, this is Glynod from the Wandering Stairs. I apologize for calling so late. A friend of yours was asking after you. You may remember them from that business with the cardinal virtues. What charming accommodations. Guys, like, we spend all this money on little old you? I come to dine at the Wandering Stairs, you see, and when I spied a considerable gathering of locals, and then the sky caught fire, and, well... You must know what it all means. Anything you'd care to share with a friend? Wasn't this the guy that we had to do all those weird side quests for before we can continue with the game going forward? That is alarming, to say the least. It's all well and good that others have come to appreciate the Warriors of Light, but we cannot allow this charlatan to exploit their legacy, so... Oh, you clicked on my stream and I was waiting for it to go start listening to Synthetic Life. I was like, wow, I caught the beginning. And then you hit the live button, and then you're like, oh my god, he's talking. I like that about YouTube, though. Because, you know, you can watch it at your own convenience. Outside of me, like, interacting with you, you would have never have known whether it was, like, up to date or not. Twitch is not very kind in that way and shape. Eager as ever, I see. Good morning, hurrah! I've been streaming for 2.5 hours right now. Yes, I know, no need to say it. No intention of involving me. I'm just not coming off this naive. I'm doing well, my friend. How's your weekend been so far? You and Puddles alike. You're the better hunter. And the better person besides. I'm reminded of Renda Ray. Though that's hardly a surprise, is it? It's going? I mean, it's Sunday. The weekend's already over, right? It's already been ruined. Everyone's got to go back to work tomorrow. It's terrible. It's terrible. Concrete mixer just... Oh. You're proud of me of remembering. How could I forget that guy? Don't we go to the moon in the next expansion? Maybe not that particular moon, but eventually. Don't we go moonwalking? Like Michael Jackson? Heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. Meanwhile, in the Crystal Tower's umbilicus. Where'd I get an idea like that? Because I've seen the seen the expansion title. And it's got the moon in it. Before they changed that, so like that the title of the screen would always be so
if I cannot imbue the infernal thing with my power via magical means, we may need to devise a way to infuse.
Not necessarily the movie, but like before they changed the title screen to match which current expansion you're in. So I think before Dawn Trail, it would just always be the end, the latest expansion. And so it was Endwalker beforehand, so it would show the moon and everything. So I'm just assuming the moon plays a part. Weekend's been good. Some grocery shopping yesterday. Fixed an espresso this morning, so I have some skim milk again. Slept in some extra. Have you ever thought of adding not skim milk to your espresso? What about that 6% milk that I've seen out in Canada in bags? Throw that into your espresso. That'll do something. Might as well be that heavy cream.
Art thou unwell?
Oh, perhaps a brief respite. It wouldn't do to overtax yourself.
Is like the crystal like overtaking his body?
I'm fine. And given to stubbornness, I'm afraid. Especially when I have a stake in the outcome.
Texture consistency thing for you. Tried out a whole 2%, 1% oat skim. Like skim the best. Maybe watery for others, but I like how it misses with the espresso caramel syrup. Hey, look at this guy. Why is he in this world? Or in this, like... You know you have sleeves in that coat. You could wear it. This you're doing?
The dream again.
I tell you, that ear has about 6 pixels to it. Meanwhile, in the source, it's a comfortable man right there.
A recurring dream. They do so fascinate me. Might I trouble you for the details?
I have always dreamed of it. Fire falling from the heavens, and the city, nay, the whole world ablaze.
Indeed. Could Emmett Selk have found a way? Precious few possess memories of the final days.
The final days?
Did you finish?
Why, yes. Admittedly, my knowledge is mostly second-hand, but if you are interested...
Does Xenos not know of what he sees in the dream? He doesn't know what that is? Yes, you can. Like, he just sees that as a dream and doesn't know what it is, and obviously this white-robed figure whoever that may be. Xenos never got a vision for his echo. So he doesn't know what that is. Like, he doesn't know, like, what the... Like, he's just describing it as anyone would describe a dream of something that they're not aware of, right? He sees an area on fire, a complete city ablaze, as he would say, and these large robe-like figures running in terror, I would assume, and he just is walking. Oh, he didn't even see that. Oh, okay, but he's aware of it, as a dream at least. And the white-robed figure is trying to explain to him, like, "Oh, you're seeing final days," like, and then that's where we sort of are.
The tale of the world's end.
He had no vision whatsoever. He's being told of it now for the first time. Oh, like what they just showed wasn't a dream he had? Or he did have a dream? So yes, the dream is the first he saw of it. Okay. In the name of the light. Ah, Master Omega, we be venturing forth today. Do be sure to take care of so. I mean, though they do say the star shower was harmless, one can never be too careful. No, all good, Wolfslayer, all good. I concede. Old habits, you understand. Ah, Bastion, how very opportune. Greetings, my friend. Do you perchance have a moment to spare? Sure. Wonderful. Wonderful. I want to thank you, you see, for revealing for us the truth of the Warriors of Light. I mean, after all these years, your tale set the record straight. Finally, the people see them as great heroes they were. Or the great hero he is, in the case of Oddbert. You too were surprised to see him, I think. At the time, I wasn't certain of what to make of it all, but I could see the effect of his words had on those around me. And then the stars rained down from the sky. Well, you know the rest. When the commotion died down, you were nowhere to be seen. And I was determined to express my gratitude, and here I am. Thank you for giving voice to the truth and restoring the Warriors of Light to their rightful place in history. Should you perhaps wish to have an account of these matters committed in writing, I'd be more than willing to serve as your scribe. Indeed, if there is anything I can do to help, anything at all, you need only say the word. Well, tell me what the situation is like in the city. The situation in the city? Do you mean the people's awakening as warriors of light? Well, questions remain about the circumstances surrounding Ardbert's return. History tells us that what took place may not be entirely unprecedented. But to understand that requires an understanding of warriors of light in a broader Varantic context. If it please you, I should be able to provide an overview. I flatter myself that I may grant you a better grasp of what is occurring to not only in the Crystarium, but at the world at large. Excellent. I'll return to the cabinet at once and look up the relevant texts. I'll see you at your earliest convenience. So we're going to get ourselves a history lesson, it looks like. Yeah, no rest for the righteous. Do not let me keep you, sir. I bid you a pleasant day. Let's save ourselves the troubles of running. I can't even see the text. See a stool I can step up on? I have at this moment finished gathering the materials for our lesson. As great many works make reference to the Warriors of Light, I shall, with your permission, focus only upon the details that seem most relevant. The Warriors of Light, you say? Forgive us, but we couldn't help overhearing. We've been out keeping watch over the Crystarium, but it appears it's business as usual. So, I thought I'd spend some time brushing up on my knowledge of familiars, and Alphnode volunteered to help. I actually came on a different errand, but I'd be interested on hearing about the Warriors of Light as well. May I join you? Alright, let's get the lesson over with. Of course, the more the merrier. If you would like to find a table below, I'll be down there with the books in a moment. Were one pored over the annals of Randic history, one would note that comparatively frequent recurrence of individuals hailed as Warriors of Light. Robert and his comrades require no introduction, but many others bore the epithet long before them. To name a few, there was Tortheo, the legendary first king of Lakeland, Rodfort, and Solid, the fabled Drawn and Godulant duo of Vobert. And no list of Varantic heroes would be complete without the Archmage Tuiona of Ronka. In older texts, she was too called the Warrior. She was the one that we saw in that palace with the bunny people, right? It did surprise me how many people forget the negative associations of the title, but it makes sense if it's been around for centuries. In ages past, it was simply a synonym for hero. In the wake of the flood, however, light came to be regarded with fear. The title used not to exalt, but to revile. Far cry from its beginnings. This, my friends, is Norvrand's oldest epic, the original tale of the struggle between good and evil. In a time when all lay shrouded in darkness, a prophesized hero rose to deliver the world from its doom. Fighting in the name of light, the hero styled himself its foot soldier, and thus did he become known as the Warrior of Light. Curiously, in the centuries that followed, other heroes appeared who claimed the selfsame epithet, despite sharing no indesirable connection with their predecessors. Epithet, epithet, epithet. And in time, Warrior of Light came to the name accorded to all men and women of uncommon skill and valor. well, the plot thickens. As you know, the title of Warrior of Light is also used in the source. Though the manners in which individuals have earned it there are many and varied, heroes have been honored thus since antiquity. Nor does the custom show any sign of dying out, as you can well attest. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? I mean, it surely can't be a coincidence. Indeed not. Let us imagine a man who is awakened to the echo and is able to hear Hydaelyn's voice. As she styles him, so does his shadow himself, a warrior of light. Of course, being blessed with the echo does not in itself make one a hero. Conversely, there have been no few heroes who were not blessed with it. But such distinctions are immaterial to the masses, and over time they came to use the title Warrior of Light and the word hero interchangeably. Sounds about right. It would be interesting to see if the theory holds true in other worlds. Crossing the rift were that easy. Hydaelyn did call me a Warrior of Light. She did? I've never heard her voice myself. But I can feel her presence, perhaps through Minfilia. At any rate, assuming all of this is true and there's a common thread behind the epitaph, I doubt the Ashians have been amused. To have the world at a large associate light, and by extension Hydaelyn, with good, must have added insult to injury. While this discussion is undeniably fascinating, I wonder, should I be privy to it? Perhaps it would be better if I excused myself. Question again. Maybe I'm like mixing things together here, but wasn't sort of like in the mix of things, wasn't Minfilia and sort of like how there's many versions of, isn't she like very, very loosely the crystal herself? Oh, no need for that, my friend. Accept our apologies. Your lesson on the Warriors of Light have given us much to ponder. Chosen of Hydaelyn, okay. Did someone say Warriors of Light? Ah! Oh, who is this little girl? Tio, are you alright? My precious tomes. I say you must not take care of the cabinet. Think of her like a focus for Hydaelyn, using Minfilia to channel her powers and do her bidding. Okay. You too. Farewell. We're sorry, Master Morin. Just watch the clip of your friends jumping off the cliff. Is that what that's supposed to... I didn't know what I needed to do there, Puddles. So they guided me to yeet ourselves off of Ye Cliff. It's like a young Y'shtola. My name's Riki Toyu, or Riki Tio. Tell me what you have to do to be a hero, to be a Warrior of Light. And she has fangs like a vampire. The tiny Mikitten? Just to point out, I am a full-fledged Lalafell adult, and I'm still smaller than a child Mikoten, or Mikitten, if you will. So I want to be a Warrior of Light, but not the one that fights with a sword and all that. I want to be the kind that fights with potions and heals people, an apothecary. And I'm going to help everyone in the Crystarium. No, in all of Novrant. When I told Arkeel and Arwell of this, they said the cabinet should have lots of tomes and potions. Yes, bud.
If you want to change any of these, you can go into this.
Yep.
And if you want to change your picture, if you're going in like the battle royale,
Okay.
you can change it like this.
Okay. Okay, cool. But this place is so big, and we don't have the faintest idea of where to begin searching. At this rate, I'm not going to get anywhere. Or maybe I'm so tiny you float down there like a leaf on the wind. Maybe. Maybe. If no one knew where to look, one should indeed be able to find treatises on potions here. Even so, I fear they may prove a little difficult for one so young, but... Esteemed warrior of darkness, perhaps you might accompany young Riki Tio to Spagyrix, rather than through tomes. I believe she stands to learn more by observing the chirurgerons of their work. Sounds like a plan. Seems like we're finished here, so we'll come with. Alright, last one to Spagyrix is a rotten egg. I'll have you know I'm really fast. You're gonna be the rotten egg. Alright, I love how she ran off, but everyone else just didn't. You guys all beat me here. Guess I am indeed the rotten egg. Well, now to what do I owe the pleasure of so many bright-eyed visitors? I'm just gonna take a quick little washroom break. I will be right back.
But I may be committing a crime of the first degree. I'm not the me. I'll give it all up just to be with you. I'm so happy, now you got me. I'll surrender all my love to you. Don't you see what you're doing to me? I'm in love and I can't break free. Now I'm begging with you, baby. Please don't leave me hanging. Oh, no, no. It's a lockdown, baby. You drive me crazy. Ain't no escaping. Your love has got me doing time. You're my attorney, my judge and jury. I'm pleading guilty, so lock me up for a key. Oh, oh, yeah. I said lock me up for a key. Yeah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Lock me up for a key. Baby, it's a lockdown, baby. You drive me crazy. Ain't no escaping. Your love has got me doing time. You're my attorney, my judge and jury. I'm pleading guilty, so lock me up for a key. You gotta take away the key, my baby. Lock me up for a key. Keep me in there. Lock me up for a key. Hey, pretty baby, come and save me. I got a confession for you. Call me crazy, but I may be committing a crime of the first degree. I'm not pretending, I mean what I'm saying. I'm coming in with my hands held high. Gotta face it, I'm not gonna make it without your love, and I got nowhere to go. Don't you see what you're doing to me?
Sorry about that. What are the odds you'd be able to stream this again next weekend, either Saturday or Sunday? I think in terms of the next big stuff to happen. 0. I work next weekend, so it'll be 0. Fuck indeed, yes. I'll have to look at my, like, I do have another week or something of vacation. I gotta look at when I'm on vacation again. Like, I am starting to get into it, but it's not until the end of June. But yeah, it's like, yeah. Sucks, right? Because, you know, basically that's the only sort of time that Wolf Slayer can sort of play. Outside of make-believe holidays that you guys may throw into. How about a potential evening stream? We're out of town the 16th to 21st. Evenings, I cannot guarantee, unfortunately. Not at this point. Evenings have just sort of gone, like, since we've moved to the old place, like, I'd be more open to them. You know, if my computer wasn't in our bedroom, but it sort of is just become of like, you know, one of us is always working early type of thing. Like, so like, right, it would be rather rude of me to be in here streaming, you know, nor would I even dare think of it if my wife was like heading to bed. So yeah, it's just sort of a no real fix around that at the moment type of thing. Unless, of course, like, you know, before the 16th to 21st, out of nowhere, the housing market collapses upon itself, and I can buy a house in a day and move right on in. Maybe. You never know. You never know. Where we have to take the child. Yeah, vacation at the end of the month, and then, like, I think I have sort of like the end of the month, and then I'm like, I go back to work for a week, then I'm off again for like the beginning-ish of July type of thing. In all guarantees, probably with my luck, I'm probably literally off that week that you were going out of town, so that will of course work out wonderfully, right? Let me see. I think I have the I think I have my photo saved somewhere. Find it? No, that's not it. I hate specifically on why on earth on Google phones when I save a picture I can't, like, it doesn't get added to my photos. It's saved in another thing. Like, why? Why do you do that? No, I don't want to look. Oh, for fuck, god damn it. Just find the person that fucking gave it to me. Jesus Christ. Let's see here. So whatever June 22nd, 23rd is, my guess would be is that's a Wednesday, Thursday. Possibly a Monday, Tuesday. I do not know. I have that off. And then I have July 1st and 2nd. I know that's a Wednesday, Thursday. Off we go. So I would be like, so that weekend, like that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the 19th, 20th, 21st, like I'd be off. Then I'm off the Monday, Tuesday. Then I'm off the Wednesday, Thursday, and then I go back to work that following Friday. So yeah, that weekend, like the 20th and 21st, like I'd be off. Won't work. Damn it! How do I get to that little? Is that like up? Where are we going here? How do you get to that little area that you were? You guys gonna go off, paint the town red? Yeah, like how about? Like, there's not even a crystal up there to get up there. Over here? Oh, we can. Was really hoping to make it work, but it doesn't. It doesn't. I'll sure be able to play during it. Yeah, like I said, my schedule is like it works well for a lot of things, but like hanging with people, not really. Oh, it isn't the way of darkness himself. I assume you're with Master Alphino. Do you see Master Alphnode with us? Right. Lest you wonder, Chesameel's order is for grapes. As busy as we've been lately, however, I regret to say that we didn't have the time to harvest them. It was with apologies that I asked Master Alphnode and his young companion to help themselves on the fruits on the vines. Perhaps you could lend them a hand. It's undersized grapes you'd want to pick. They're too small for normal consumption, but suitable for making wine and medicine. Is this where that meme comes from of these really shitty looking grapes? I know they fixed that, but like now they're slightly 3D. Weren't they like before just literally just like a 2D look of grapes? Oh, you're here too? We're picking little grapes. It's quite fun. Wow, you've picked this many already? Amazing. I dare say we've had enough between us. Shall we take them back to Chesameel? can't wait to see what she's going to do with them. Tell me, Riki, what made you want to become an apothecary in the Warrior of Light? What? Well, a while ago I fell sick, really sick. My body was burning up and I felt so weak I couldn't even get out of bed. Then a traveling apothecary came and gave me a potion to drink. It was the foulest thing I've ever tasted, but it made me get better. She was so brave, the apothecary. I mean, she went around taking care of people, even when it was dangerous. And I decided I wanted to help people, just like her. So I started brewing potions out of grass and giving them to my friends, but I didn't really know what I was doing or if there was anything else I could do. Then not long ago, a neighbor told me he was going to become a warrior of light and go traveling the world, helping people. I thought, well, that's the same as what I want to do. I see. Out of curiosity, what did your neighbor do in the end? Thaler? I haven't seen him for a bit, so he must already be out there looking to help people. Thaler, one of the gods awakened by the star shower. Thank you for sharing your tale with us, Riki. I myself took inspiration from not unlikely traveling apothecaries, and I hope our good example will spur you on to realize your dreams. But it will not be done in a day. Such lofty goals are reached through hard work and persistence, through countless acts of heroism, like devouring the grapes to Chesimil. Delivering, not devouring. Do not devour the grapes before you give them the Chesimil. It would seem I have been laboring under a misapprehension. I convinced myself that Elidibus had shouted the desire to become warriors of light within the hearts of the people. But I see now that the impulse to aid their fellow man abided within them from the first. Elidibus did no more than give it a name. You so kindly proclaimed, we must return to our own world ere long. With the Exarch laboring tirelessly, I doubt that it would be a way to be found. Yet I believe I speak for all of us when I can say not leave in good conscience, not until we have dealt with Elidibus. This is no longer a strange and distant land, after all. Novrant has become to home to us. Our people are our own. Let us return to Spagrix. It wouldn't do to keep your admirers waiting. The mighty penis. Mind those green pumpkins? Come follow me, cat. Thanks for helping me, sweetie. Now, we have all the ingredients we require. From the grapes we shall make vinegar, to which we will add elf grass and a few other herbs to produce the invigorating syrup. It's unspeakably sour and it does wonders for the constitution. As part of our studies, I may just have to give Riki a little taste. Heroic dreams. Warrior of Darkness! If you finished helping Riki, won't you help us with the fighting? I mean, not play fighting, but honest to God's fighting. We've already got some enemies you can deal with, vampire bats. The guard said they become a pest around the Crystarium of late. We tried to sneak outside to hunt them, but the guards caught us and sent us home. They shouldn't mind if you were doing the fighting and we were just watching. The children told us much while you were away. In preparation, Chesamil kindly furnished us some lures for the bats. While the creatures won't give you any sport, bear in mind that the younglings will be watching things to say. Like some little fly just come on in out of nowhere. Put on a good show. Graphically, it doesn't look a lot superior to Cold Steel, and my laptop can't handle it. Did you actually try to run it, Puddles? There is, of course, like, just a lot of things, like, just with it being an MMO, there's always a lot going on. You can turn off a lot of things, but again, like, if it's sort of going to be not enjoyable, you know, that's just sort of the way it is. To Lakeland we go. Just ran the benchmark, yeah. I mean, the benchmark usually isn't wrong. It's a good benchmark. It's just... yeah, it's being honest with you, right? You're not gonna have a fun time running it if it's gonna lag or if it's gonna be a little rough around the edges type of thing. When it tells me I'm below minimum for low settings, I won't bother with it because it won't... yeah, fair enough, right? Alright, let's get started. As their name suggests, vampire bats feed on blood. Originally being nocturnal creatures, they've grown more active when the return of night and became a nuisance. To draw them out, we'll use Chesamil's lures, which will work by exploiting their heat-seeking behavior. The bats aren't wont to nest under eaves, so you aren't to attract more if you place the lures near buildings. I have 6 lures, 3 of each for you and me. As proof of a successful kill, I want you to gather up their fangs. Whoever collects the most is the winner. Maybe Maple Story 2 or something. I think there are a ton of free MMOs. Oh yeah, I mean, isn't that a 2D sprite-based MMO, Maple Story? I think I played the first one very, very, very long ago. Anyways, while we hunt the bats, the 2 of you are to stay with Reem. He's really strong too and will keep you safe. I love how the cat just runs up to everybody. Alright, let's this contest begin. I'd be interested to know if World of Warcraft would run with you. Their trial is not that fantastic as the free trial is for Final Fantasy. I think that World of Warcraft is maybe only up to level 20, if that, but... Probably would, but we're not just talking about how bad the community... Oh, we are. Yeah. I mean, it's just... for me, like, it's... Of the few MMOs I've played, you get to a point with World of Warcraft of where, like, it's sort of like if you're not really... I found my later times with World of Warcraft doing my own thing. Not doing group stuff or anything like that. I was just doing my own thing, which, you know, begs under the impression of, like, why are you playing an MMO if you're not playing with other people, or whether you want to interact with others or not type of thing, right? Like, I get it. I get all ends of it. I understand. So it's a weird take. I remember trying to play that game with finding friends, play with no one would. They were all too busy going for whatever gear they were going for. Yeah, if you're not doing, like, sort of the... I think part of the problem with World of Warcraft, and maybe I haven't run into this because I have real life friends playing it with me. I think that's maybe the secret. But everyone is just going to be doing end game stuff. Like I almost feel like no one's really doing old stuff, like unless they have a specific thing in mind. And just people aren't interested anywhere. Whereas this game, I find, this game is more welcoming to people coming from World of Warcraft, as we said sort of last stream, like the WoW refugees. There are many people who are sick and tired of Blizzard's ways with how they deal with World of Warcraft or what they're not doing anymore, and just they're looking for something else that's an MMO, right? I guess in that before, like I heard like with the last sort of thing mentioned with in regards to Final Fantasy 14 and Yoshi P, who's the guy who's generally he makes he's the director of the game, I guess you could say. Like in the talk of that, like, oh, they might make this into a single player experience, and I'm sort of like, it almost sort of is. Like this game is almost there to where it can be enjoyed as a single player experience. It's almost there, like being able to do dungeons with a group of NPCs, for almost the majority of the content. I mean, quite frankly, I would just say, like, okay, just make that for all content. Like if you can't get away from making that into a single player experience as to what it already is, just do that for every single dungeon, so that way you don't have to rely, especially for someone like myself, which, again, if I didn't have, Wolf Slayer and Biscuits, when I'm playing on my own, I found that there's a lot of dungeons which are older content that just nobody wants to do because it's old. But because it's new to me, I have to do it to continue the story or to continue with a quest line for my particular class. And when no one is doing it, it makes it very difficult to do anything in the game. So it sort of sucks. Like, whereas if I just like, oh, I'll see if I can queue for that. If there's no one interested, fine. I just go and do it with a group of NPCs and call it a day. It's no big deal. But when you're held to the standard of like, oh, well, you have to do this with other people, it sort of sucks. I wouldn't happen to have any suggestions for something that's sort of low graphics and a fun MMO with a welcoming community. I've been out of the MMO game for quite some time. I really do not know of anything that would be low graphics, fun, and a welcoming community. Usually you can only pick maybe 2 out of the 3 things, or 1 out of the 3 things. Everything I can relatively think of isn't really necessarily low-end graphics. Yeah, I can't. Like, I don't want to just shoot something out and just for you to have a try and then it just doesn't work out. Like, there's the Fallout 76. I don't know how old or how well that runs. Never played it. There's the Elder Scrolls MMO. There's Guild Wars, but Guild Wars, I don't know if that's free. I think that's like an opposite of like no subscription, but I think you have to buy a copy of it and then you can play it. I don't think the Lord of the Rings MMO exists anymore. World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy 14. Yeah, I don't have really any. I mean, I gave you some suggestions, but I don't know if those are anything good. It's been a very, very long time. Yeah, no, and I don't know if these are free or not. Like, I don't think they are, unfortunately. Skyrim Online is not free. Yeah, I mean, I've heard good things of Maple Story, but it's a very, very differing game than, say, like this or World of Warcraft, right? It's its own deal. It's popular. I'm not trying to be serious about them, just wanted a social one that doesn't look to take itself too seriously. I sort of feel like there's a lot of MMOs that want to just be, not take themselves seriously, but in the end, I think they all take themselves too seriously. Even if the game itself doesn't want to take itself too seriously, sometimes what happens is the community takes itself too seriously, so it ruins it regardless. I know that sounds very weird, but that's the nuts and bolts of it, I feel. Like I've said before, like with this game, it's sort of funny of like, I just have it as background noise relatively, but there's something called the Novice Network, and when you start this game, everyone becomes a part of the Novice Network, and its design is to have older mentoring type of people who have played Final Fantasy XIV for a long while join in on the network and are able to answer novices' questions. And for the first little bit, it worked out. As someone who's been here for years now, my gripe with the Novice Network is it's generally just become a general chat place. There's a lot of people, they're called mentors, whatever you want to say, that have these crowns beside their name. They're these people that have done the work, that are supposed to help you if you have questions about something. And even though I know a fair amount of what's going on or something in particular, I have run into some of the rudest mentors on the Novice Network. And I have to fight every urge to like, don't bother. Like, I feel like I probably should report them. Like, you're not here to just shoot the shit with your friends. That's not the point of the Novice Network. It's sort of, I will say part of the problem is that Final Fantasy XIV does not have in its own right a general chat. It needs one. God knows what would be said on it, but Final Fantasy's take has always just been, if you want to talk with people, join a guild or join a link pearl or something. Join a like-minded group of people if you want to be social. They don't want everyone to be social in a town. But like I said, people treat this Novice Network thing that's supposed to help newbies with questions, quests, concerns, or guiding them in the right way. And it's just turned into a fucking talk fest of all these people who act like their shit don't stink. And heaven forbid you call them out on that, because they get all pissy about it. I see you there. Just watching. Back to the Crystarium we go. I could just walk in there. Like, for someone like myself, I thought, like, oh, the Novice Network, this is going to be a place of where people are willing to help lower levels like myself. And so, like I said, I'd have a duty to do or some type of dungeon that was lower leveled, and I'm sitting there queuing, and no one's joining. So I thought, oh, it's been 20 minutes. Hey, maybe if I ask, like, the giant Novice Network, hey, maybe someone will be willing to help out a sprout, as we're called. And all you get from people is just like, try the party finder. Maybe just stand there and maybe someone will ask you to join. It's like, dude, I'm asking for like 10 minutes of your time. Like heaven forbid they be bothered, right? And I've done it myself where someone has asked like, oh, hey, I'm looking to do some low level duty roulette. Sure, I'll sign up. Gets me trying a different thing of whether it's a healer or a tank. Gets me involved. People are happy to have it. But I sort of find that they're few and far between at this point, unfortunately. And it stinks. As Jay Sherman would say. It stinks.
Why am I... Was it you who called me here?
Uh-oh. I'm gonna end up knocked out here again. On behalf of the Convocation, I bid you welcome to our order. At times you will stand with us, at times you will stand against us, all that you might steer mankind and the very star upon the true course. For years in the seat of Elidibus, the emissary, and by this name shall your every action be guided.
So you peered into my memories. No matter. You will have found little of import. But I see you intended to summon me here no more than I intended to come. The fault is mine. Such is the burden of hope.
What are you plotting?
Come now. My plans are no mystery. That which I do is no different from that which you have done so many times, Warrior of Darkness. I arm myself, I hone my skills, I make ready to vanquish my enemy. You.
Sorry, one sec.
You who have murdered my brothers, who have taken their selfless labors in service to the one true world and turned them to ash. I see you for what you are. You are death, and only in death shall you serve any purpose. The Convocation charged me to steer mankind and the very star upon their true course. As Elidibus, it is my duty, and I shall see it done.
She just like yeeted me off this
I will
structure.
strike you down. Destroy you body and soul. All else must wait. Ere long I will come for you, Warrior of Darkness. And I will save the world. One last matter. I bore witness to your final struggle with Emet-Selch. It seemed as if he saw something familiar in you. As if he mistook you for another.
Huh.
Keep your counsel, then. You spare me further frustration. As often as we have met, you have never once awakened any memory within me. Mayhap I never knew you. Or mayhap it is another fragment lost.
Ah, I wasn't aware you already had a guest. If the conversation is constructive, I shall not intrude. But if you seek to stir up trouble, Elidibus, then I must insist you leave at once.
Though you lack her blessing, your soul is surprisingly dense.
Worry not. I seem to be unharmed.
Well, you took probably a part of your soul, though, or something.
This is my own doing. The consequence of my recent exertions.
I don't believe that for a second.
It is the Tower's way of compensating me for the demands I have placed on it. Rest assured, it is no great inconvenience at present. Indeed, I told Beck Lug as much, but they would not be persuaded and sent me away to rest.
I'm sorry, but I sort of blame
Strange as it may sound,
the Crystal Exarch a little bit there. Like, as powerful as both of them are, the Exarch as well as Elidibus,
brave souls who saw me
to stand so close to someone while telling them to essentially leave.
that the world shall ever have a place for tales of
Who didn't see them attempting something?
We have need of inspiration in our lives.
Like, you should have kept your
No
distance.
way of knowing whether their mad scheme would amount to anything. They knew that the attempt alone would inspire hope. Or so they hoped.
The man cannot be trusted, we know this.
A more optimistic lot one would be hard-pressed to find. They said they would find a means to save our God's forsaken world.
Well, yeah, like, I get that.
As soon as they had sent me on my way.
But, like, who's deemed to be more powerful? Me, the Warrior of Light, or the Crystal Exarch?
For a fleeting moment, I half believed them.
Like, I didn't really see fear from my character from Elidibus.
Despair. For a long time, it was more than I could bear to remember them. But having come this far, having sent full many on their way myself, I see things more.
Ah, but he needs access to the penis. Don't have access to the penis, can't be as powerful.
The hope. To believe, to choose to believe, is to take the first step toward.
I mean, I guess one could argue maybe my power falls to the crystal, but
why do I tell you this? Because I want you to indulge me in a little recklessness. Needless to say, I have a plan. And when all is said and
always with the favors.
Yet another favor of you.
You're both here. Oh, thank goodness.
What's wrong?
It's Thancred. He's collapsed.
Can't we have a day without anybody just falling ill? What do we got sort of left here? I got like, 15, 20-ish minutes here. I only ask because I know I'd say guarantee till about 2, but my shoulder is killing me, and sort of like reaching out to a mouse is not really helping. A decent way to look at things, your power as the Warrior of Light is unmatched in the sense that your general adaptability and ether control is exceptional. You're the most competent fighter overall, but others can outmatch you through extreme dedication. Yes, bud. No, you gotta do it now. The fate seemed determined not to allow us a quiet moment. Let's get the details from Reen. Like, this seems like a big undertaking of finding out what's going on with Thancred that I don't think is going to get wrapped up in 15 minutes. Still got 5 quests to go till the next thing. I mean, you may as well get however far by 2, and we'll pick it up next time. I could do the next quest line and next quest line, or just the next quest. I mean, like I said, I know I got 20, but my shoulder is killing me. Unless it's all yapping. Graha's magic skill is beyond yours because he spent lifetimes cultivating it. Estinian is a better dragoon because he trained his entire life, but your ability to be near Graha and Estinian's skill level on a near whim is where your strength lies, and that's why you're so important. Before I go, you need a oh, they're all good. As you saw the pictures of Charlie, he's doing great. Lots of meowing at me, lots of rolling around. It's very helpful. And Coco and Oreo are around, sleeping as they do. All right, yeah, I'll take the stab and call it a day today. Puddles. Plan is tomorrow. Tomorrow is Monday, I do believe. Plan for upper dimension, Neptunia. We'll see. I think I'm streaming tomorrow. Fairly certain I'm streaming tomorrow. I don't know. Yeah, back to the old litter and happy Coco. Early. Yeah, I mean probably 9:30, 9 or 9:30. It just depends how long. Drop off with my son takes for school type of thing or whatever, but yeah. All right, I still feel we accomplished a lot today. Not too many rants today. 6:30 a.m. Yeah. Anyways, I thank you all for coming on in. We'll get something out figured. When we'll play this next for sure. I'll hit you up on the Discord. So as always, as it's time for me to bounce out and say goodbye and good night. Oh, timing's perfect. Thank you. Always good to see you there, Wolfslayer, as well. I love you injecting you and me. That sounded weird. Bye-bye, everybody. Later, taters.